Who trained you, Ricky?
There's a guy in Austin. His name is George De La Isla. He used to be called Mr. Mexico #2.
Not number one.
No.
Why didn't you want to get number one?
I couldn't find him. He went into hiding. But his claim to fame, because he used to wrestle in the California area in Portland, was that he worked with Roddy a lot. So he was always an underguy to Roddy.
Roddy Piper.
Yes.
Shout out.
And
Portland.
so that was his thing. He was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I used to work with Roddy Piper all the time. A great guy, learned the basics of wrestling through him.
Yeah.
Funny thing is that I debuted in October of 2011. WWE calls me in January of 2012. At the time, I worked at Microsoft because they were doing these stores.
I didn't know this.
Yes.
Okay.
I worked at Microsoft, and I remember because I had an employee that hated me, and I did not like her in return.
Okay.
My thing, but a side note, if you don't like me, I don't like you either. So we're always going to have, as you know, we're always going to have.
I've seen it.
Yes.
I've seen it.
Anyways, they call me, Cone calls me and brings me in. And I literally tell this girl, hey, I'm about to get signed to WWE.
See you, bye.
I don't need this anymore. See ya. And I left. I didn't come back after my break. Unfortunately, I went and did the extra work with Jinder. That's when I met you. And I had to go back to work. And I had to really tell them, like, I was having a rough day.
Did you go back to Microsoft?
Yes, I did. I showed up. I showed up on time. I said, hey guys, that wasn't me.
Yeah.
Just was a lot going on for me. My dog died. Didn't have a dog at the time.
So you lied.
I definitely lied to save my own ass. First, absolutely I will. I will always lie to save my
There's
ass.
a fib there, Rick.
That's fine. If it's a good lie, who cares?
What got you back in? It got you back to
They
work.
got me back in because immediately they put me on the floor and had to sell these Xboxes. But I've been in the system since 2012. So I always say that I learned the basics from my trainer, but I didn't really learn wrestling until I would come backstage and constantly be in the stands watching how people, went over stuff, or I would just eavesdrop on conversations. Just being there by osmosis type thing.
Well, wrestling is not, I always tell my students at the Nightmare Factory, wrestling is not always wrestling.
Right.
And right now we're in an era where athleticism is everywhere. Yeah. Everyone can do so many things. Then you also find a talent for self-promotion, for editing, for putting their own, for social media. You find a lot of this. And I feel like until you're around a Michael Hayes, a Paul Heyman, a Triple H, a Shawn Michaels, until you're around people like The Undertaker, for example, until you're around them and you understand that those are all great components. And there's this sales element to what we do in pro wrestling and sports entertainment. I recently just kind of uncovered this myself. I've never liked the idea of being a salesman. I've never liked the idea of selling a ticket or selling a product.
Yeah.
But I do realize that often what wrestling sells is hope. Hope that your guy or girl gets up off the mat and does something cool. Hope that their day, which has maybe been terrible, can be forgotten about for 2 to 3 to 4 hours while they do this. And the idea of selling hope is something that you're not going to learn when you're going over hip tosses and that. And today I'm even less, when you do it at I'm by no means a good trainer, but I'll tell you this, if you do a hip toss and it's not an F, I don't need you to do it again.
Yeah.
I need you to get on a microphone and tell me who you are and what you're going to do for us and what you're going to do for yourself. That's a whole other thing. But again, that first trainer is always.
Yeah.
Do you find that years later, here you are, you're talking to a guy like Shawn Michaels, you're at NXT amongst an unbelievable group that's down there, unbelievable group, and you won't be there forever.
Extremely.
And I feel like part of you, and this is speculation.
I think you know me by now.
No, I feel like you have a bit of an edge, a bit of a chip that, hey, even when we said an NXT superstar, an NXT wrestler, to you, you're thinking, hey,
I'm
main roster.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, this is advice from one workplace proximity associate to another. Enjoy your time and enjoy it, because it changes dramatically when it's a traveling show. And I don't want to say main roster, but it changes dramatically. And a lot of the fun that you're having, and I can see the fun you're having, it's a different type of fun.
Yeah.
Also, your crew down there, whether you like them or not, A Trick Williams, for example, even though he's super odd in interviews and never puts me over, but I'll put him over. Trick Williams.
Oba's a good dude.
Oba's phenomenal. Trick's phenomenal. Ethan Page, who I love. That might be one of my few friends in the business. Ethan Page. And then you look at the women's division in NXT. Murderer's row of talent. So enjoy this time where it's a little less pressure, just a little, because at a certain point, I mean, Rhea Ripley's experienced this now. Becky Lynch has experienced this. Seth Rollins experienced this. The biggest thing we do, the pressure's on you. That becomes your show. You're the one who's supposed to deliver. And again, at this point, you're so close to the fire. You're so close to the fire. You're so close to the fire. When you're in there, you're expected to dance. The last thing you can do at this point is be kicked out of the fire. You won't get back in, right? Which is not going to happen to you. I've seen you dance.
I love that Garth Brooks reference.
That is a Garth reference, but yeah.
From one of my favorite albums.
Yeah, that is. But enjoy it is all.
And that's the other thing I've been trying to do is also check myself, because while I have this part of me that is constantly, nope, I'm not settling for this. This is it's not a knock to anyone at NXT, by the way. But when someone says NXT, no, call me a WWE superstar. That is what I am. I don't care for this other stuff. But I am also enjoying it too. And it's so fascinating to see people who aren't from the realm of wrestling, from the indies, and seeing how they operate and asking them questions. And there's people who come up to me now for questions. And I'm just like,
so one of the biggest shocks ever was when I asked. I wanted to send a nice message.
Be honest with this.
To the NXT roster.
Be honest.
About Las Vegas. I wanted to send a nice message. The weekend, we're on the line here, guys. Don't do anything stupid. Don't get in any trouble. If you party, please party after the show.
Or away from the street.
I said you represent WWE, and I tried to say it as nice as possible.
Yeah.
When I asked who are the locker room leaders, the answer I got from more than one person, one of them was you, and I was
okay. Yes,
I wasn't like shocked in a funny way. I thought like, okay, yeah, that works. Okay, I'll tell him to not go to the, but that was. And
then someone also reinforced.
I was proud. It was double reinforced for me. I was very proud. Ethan Page obviously was on my list.
But hey, I learned.
Tell me something you don't like about Ethan Page. We're putting him over way too much. What do you not like about him?
I don't like them weird Jeffrey Dahmer glasses he wears.
Just the glasses?
Yeah, they're too. I don't like that. That's who has those?
Nobody. You don't like the glasses?
Not too much.
Okay, so you don't like his glasses.
Yeah, I don't like his glasses. I understand people have stigmatisms. I'm a person who does.
What's my rule in the group chat when we say something?
You have to say something nice. We could bury someone for days, but you have to say
one nice thing at least.
One nice thing.
It's fun to like go in on the boys, and that's cool. But also give me a nice thing. Say something good about them.
I'd like to make an amendment to that type of rule though, because I never hear you say something nice first. So
I don't like gang warfare. I don't like when we all go in on one person who tweeted something dumb or something. I think you should always start.
You want a sandwich then. You want a nice little, we start positive, then we eat them alive, then we end on a good note.
You should always end on a good note, right?
I learn so much from you every day,
Feel like that might be a real thing.
I think it is actually. And I've gotten better with it.
Yeah.
Because I'll roast a person till they are just crisp. It's just in my nature.